Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll immediately call timeout. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Calls his own number. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the 1st down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Trying to get the edge on the right. Open space at the 25. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
With the catch, it's Hussein. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just...
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pocket starts to collapse. Still running at the 40.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Makes the grab on the left. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Makes the catch past the sticks. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying?
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds the tight end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fights off a defender. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got him, and they convert. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like...
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. At midfield, he's got room. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run now.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game.
If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Got a man. It's Washington. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's past the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. It's complete to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his tight end. He's not. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll throw it on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators! Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but I won't be forgotten. I can tell you that because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like it. Just keep it in the back of your mind.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. looking to move it through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. From the red zone, looking for a man. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.